Hola, amigas! 'Tis I, Chlois, aka Manny Bish, and in today's video, we are doing more fall-themed things. So I will be using, all of these are Revel dips. Also, sorry for the background noise. You might hear my son. He's still awake. I am using Revel Vamp. I am using Amor. And I am using Beso. It's not Beso because Beso is Spanish. So I don't know if it's Besu. I don't know. Clearly I don't speak French. I'm more Spanish oriented. So anywho, I'm here. I'm just figuring out my whole finger situation, what I'm gonna do where. So my pinky and thumb are going to be Vamp. My ring finger is going to be Bisshhh'ss. I'm butchering that. I already know. And my middle finger will be Amor. And then my index finger will be all three in a color block situation. So this is a super easy mani. Literally super easy. You don't need to think about any art situation. You just literally need tape. So that will be the last nail that I do. So first I'm starting with all my solid fingers. They're the easiest, just get them out of the way, one and done kind of situation, if you know. So I am doing 2 dips of these, more than one powder, and I'm doing 2 dips of each of them. So yes, 2 dips of these dips on my nails. I am starting now. I don't know why. Normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I would start with the lighter color, and the lighter color would have just so happened to be on my middle finger. And if you are here, you are probably aware of the middle finger saga, where I just for some reason always start dipping on my middle finger. It does not matter. I always start dipping on my middle finger. And for some reason today, I grabbed the darkest shade first, which is not good. And I don't honestly know why I did that. So had I gone with the color, like going lightest to darkest like I normally would when doing a multicolored mani, I would have started on my middle finger, as per usual. And for some reason, I have some wild hair going on that I was like, no, we're starting with the darkest color. Again, I don't know why. I don't know if it was just the one closest to me, and I was like, oh, here we go, let's just get started. I clearly didn't think it through all the way, because I definitely would have started with my middle finger with the lightest shade. Glitter is always last, no matter. So it will be last in this situation too. So I've done 2 dips of Vamp on my pinky and thumb. Now I am doing Amor on my middle finger. And we are going to do 2 dips of this also. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so I had this picture in my head, right? I was like, I want a fall, neutral mani situation going on. And I had this vision in my head, and I was like, oh, I'll just do a little color block. That would be cute with some glitter situation in the middle of the 2 colors. And do I have a deep purple? I do have a deep purple, but I don't know if it's the right kind of deep purple. And so I was like, oh, I really like Amor. I'll pull that dip out. And then I was like, I haven't used this glitter. I'm not even going to try and say the name anymore. I haven't used this glitter ever. This is my first time using it. I was like, so maybe I'll use that, and then I'll find my deep purple color, which was Vamp. I don't have any other deep purple color, just Vamp. And I got them all out, and I was like, this might be too purple, too dark, but we're just gonna go with it. If it turns out to be another bad mani situation, it turns out to be another bad mani situation, whatever. It was when I dipped and I opened this glitter and I seen this glitter on this finger, and I was like, there's actually purple shimmer in this glitter. In this dip, there is purple shimmer, and it just so happens to match Vamp perfectly. It's subtle, it's light, yes, it's gorgeous. It matches perfect. So, this mani came out way better than I expected. So, I am putting this is just plain Scotch tape. I am putting it on my nail, and I'm starting with the glitter. I thought I would, for some reason I thought I would do the glitter last, but thinking about it, I was like, I guess I'll do the glitter first because it's right in the middle. So I put Scotch tape on either side of my nail. I was trying to make this line that I would be doing just straight down the middle of my nail. Now, clearly that did not work. It is a little off center, but honestly, it doesn't even matter. It still looks great. I love the way this came out. So I just put my base on, I dipped, brushing it off. I'm still leaving the tape in place. I am going to do one more layer, just right there in the little hole that we left, the little space of the tape. I am just doing this. I'm going to dip again, and then we will remove the tape. And you just very easily, I don't know if this really matters or not. Haven't tested it to prove a point or anything yet, but I do remove from cuticle to free edge. I don't know, pulling away from the nail instead of towards the nail, except for in both situations you would be pulling away from the nail. I don't know, that may not make any sense, but in my head that's just what will work the best, and it just makes more sense to pull away from the cuticle than towards. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, now I'm doing the purple, and so all I'm going to do, I still have not activated anything. We're still all loosey-goosey, willy-nilly over here. Ain't no activation or hardening going on over here yet. We are just laying everything down first. So I am putting that piece of tape, it's a fresh piece of tape, I am placing it right at the edge of that glitter, to where the glitter is completely covered, but that blank space of the nail is still showing. I literally matched it up line to line so that I could get the purple as close to the glitter as possible, but without getting, without overlapping the glitter. Yeah. So, same exact thing. I am just putting the dip base on that clear side of the nail, dipping. We're going to brush it off. I'm going to go ahead and do my second layer. I am going to just apply it the same way. This purple does bleed a little bit, so if you notice your brush turning purple, wipe your brush off. Wipe it off so you don't contaminate your dip base. So now that I did that, I'm going to dip again. And then after I dip, you guessed it, we're going to remove the tape. It's literally that easy. You just need tape. Just some Scotch tape, lay that sucker down. It does not have to be perfect. Like I said, I was going for directly down the center of my nail. Did not happen, and I still freaking love it. It still came out super, super cute. So this is just so easy, and just a nice little way to spice up your mani some. So now I just flipped that same piece of tape over, and I'm doing the exact same thing, but for the opposite nail. So I'm lining that edge of the tape up with the edge of the glitter. So that way, again, I can get this nude as close to the glitter as possible, but without overlapping it. So, same thing, I applied my dip base on that side of the nail, dipped, I'm going to brush it off, and we're going to do the same thing again. Second layer, and then, you guessed it again, we're going to remove the tape. And it is that easy. We're going to clear cap, and the way I'm clear capping is going to be lightest to darkest to half glitter to all glitter. if that makes any kind of sense. So I'm going to do middle, pinky thumb, index. Dang, they be jamming. I don't know who that was, just drove by the house, but they were listening to some music, mans. So right here, I just had a little piece of dip that, like, balled up, so I just, like, picked at it a little bit, and it came right up. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Okay, so looking at this nail, I was like, oh, this looks really great, but I'm going to add another layer of glitter to it. So I put my tape back on, covering Vamp, covering Amore, and then I am going right down the center again with that glitter. Anyway, so my clear thing, the way it's going to go is I'm going to do my middle finger, I'm going to do my pinky, my thumb, I'm going to do my index finger, and then I'm going to do my ring finger. And the reason I'm doing my index finger before my ring finger is because my index finger has less, like, glitter on it than my ring finger, and I don't want to do my ring finger, get glitter on my brush, perhaps not wipe it off good enough, and then wipe it on my index finger in the non-glitter dip, and then lock it into place by putting it in clear. That sounds like a lot, I know, but that's what it is. Also, I just feel like I should disclaim this. I'm just a hyperactive person. I'm pretty sure I have a little bit of ADHD, and I just really like to talk. I'm not high. I'm not on crack. I'm not, like, doing any bad things to be, like, talking 50 miles an hour. I just am literally like this. This is me. God gave me a voice, and I just like to talk and use it. So, I understand that's not for everybody. If you want a more serene, calm, collected, Manny person, totally don't blame you. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but for those of you that think that I'm funny, because y'all comment that I'm funny, and I appreciate it, because I ain't trying to be funny, but I like to be funny. I like that compliment. So, for those of you that have stuck with me and still like me, you are the real MVPs. For those of you that are just finding me and like me, you're an MVP. For those of you that have decided you don't like me because I talk too much, you're still an MVP. You're just not my MVP. So, you know, I don't blame you for leaving the group because of my talking habits. Sometimes I can't shut up. But I try. I do try. It's just hard when I like you guys. I like to talk to you guys. I like to give you all the info and all the stuff and get your opinions on stuff, and I love reading your guys' comments, and it's fun. I love it. I like it. So I talk about it a lot. Anywho, clearly I like to talk. I like to talk about liking to talk. I am on my second coat of dip top coat, and I, of course, kept in my fridge. We went glossy. I thought about doing some matte on this, but I was like, nah, we're gonna go glossy. And, like, I freaking love this mani. I still have it on right now. I love the way it came out. I really do. I was, like, had a vision in my head, got my dips together, and it was like, this might not turn out that great. And then, exceeded expectations. I love the way this came out. So this is my first all the way into fall mani. We're back to shorties at the moment, and I am loving it. So this is easy color block situation. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Bisshhh'ss.